There's a moment every man faces. It's not dramatic, it's not loud. It's a quiet, internal click. It's the moment he stops chasing. And it's not because he's tired or because his heart is broken beyond repair. It's because something deep inside of him has finally, fundamentally shifted. He stops running after validation. He stops bending himself into pretzels trying to be enough for someone else. And in that newfound stillness, in that quiet space he creates for himself, he begins to see who he truly is for the first time. He's no longer looking at his reflection in someone else's eyes. He's looking directly at himself. Every man who has walked through fire knows this turning point. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow burn, a gradual realization that builds over time. It happens quietly, in the aftermath of the last unanswered text message. It solidifies after the last time he pleaded to be understood, only to be met with a wall of indifference. It becomes final after the last time he compromised his own worth just for a fleeting moment of attention. In these moments of quiet defeat, a profound truth dawns on him. Chasing doesn't create connection. It never did. It only creates imbalance. It sets up a dynamic where one person is constantly striving and the other is constantly receding. Think about the underlying message. The more he chases, the more he communicates, without ever saying the words, "I'm not enough on my own. I need you to validate my existence. I need your approval to feel whole." And women, or anyone for that matter, can feel that energy. It's a subcommunication that's more powerful than any well-crafted text. It's not about the words he uses. It's about his presence, or lack thereof. A man who is still chasing is sending a clear signal to the world. I haven't chosen myself yet. He's waiting for someone else to make that choice for him. So, what happens when he finally puts his foot on the brake? When he stops the pursuit, something profound happens: silence. At first, this silence is deafening. It feels like loneliness. It feels like a void where the adrenaline of the chase used to be. But if he can sit with it, if he can endure that initial discomfort, that silence slowly transforms into peace. He stops obsessively checking her social media stories. He stops replaying conversations in his head, wondering what he could have said differently to change the outcome. He stops having imaginary arguments with a ghost that has long since departed from his life. He lets go of the fantasy. This silence is brutal, I won't lie. It forces you to confront everything you were running from, but it's also holy. It's a sacred space. Because it's in this emptiness that he finally gets to meet himself again, perhaps for the very first time. The man he was before he started chasing. Freed from the distraction of seeking external approval, he starts asking new, more powerful questions. Questions that are directed inward, not outward. He asks, what do I want to build with my life? What are my core values? What do I believe in when nobody is watching me? And most importantly, what kind of man do I truly want to become? He is no longer on a quest to win someone else's approval. He is now on a mission to earn his own respect. And that, right there, is the beginning of a man's true transformation. That is where his power comes from. When men stop chasing, they stop performing. They stop playing a role they think someone else wants to see. They stop being actors in their own lives. And what do they do instead? They start living, authentically, purposefully. He no longer sends a text message out of a feeling of desperation or a fear of being forgotten. He communicates with clarity and intent. He no longer gives from a place of emptiness, hoping to get something back in return. He gives from a place of abundance because his cup is already full. He no longer loves someone in the hope of being chosen. He loves because he chooses to love freely and without expectation. And when a man reaches that state of being, something magnetic, something truly attractive, replaces the frantic energy of the chase. His energy becomes still. It becomes grounded. It becomes calm and centered. He no longer needs to impress anyone, because his presence alone speaks volumes. He becomes the kind of man who doesn't chase women or success or validation. He attracts respect. He attracts genuine connection. He attracts opportunities. And that is the great paradox. When a man finally stops chasing, the world finally starts noticing. Not because he got louder or more aggressive, but because he became centered. He became an oak tree, not a leaf blowing in the wind. There is a quiet, unshakable power in not reacting to every little thing. There's power in not feeling the need to explain yourself. There's power in simply letting go of what is meant to leave your life. You release your grip and you trust. That is the kind of masculinity the world is starving for right now. A masculinity that is calm, not cold, steady, not stubborn, grounded, not guarded. It's the strength of men who have learned the hard way that their inner peace is worth more than any external validation. They've learned their dignity is worth more than temporary affection. When you stop chasing, you begin choosing. And you're not choosing out of fear of being alone, fear of missing out. You are choosing out of freedom. The freedom to decide what and who is worthy of your energy and time. So, if you felt that shift inside you, that quiet moment when you just stopped, when the urge to chase just dissolved, I want you to understand this. You're not giving up. Not at all. You're waking up. You're no longer chasing. You're choosing. And that changes everything. Thank you for watching and for taking this journey with me. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. Stay strong and keep choosing yourself.